if you have been watching my other videos in this Rooted in Resilience series and feeling like, you know what, Dia, I hear you, but you don't know what I've been through. You don't know how hard it is for me to do X, Y, and Z, and you don't know why I am the way I am. Well, I do. And I am here today to talk to you about something called resilience. And I think this is a conversation that you really, really, really should stay for. So if you're interested in what I have to say, keep watching.
I'm excited to have you here today. Welcome to Life with Dia. Let's get into the video.
So if you think that resilience is about never giving up and staying hard, being tough, and never really being able to just be in the moment and be hurt by what you've been through, and maybe even feel sorry for yourself a little bit and scream and cry and kick and whatever, I'm here to tell you that that's not it. You don't always have to be strong. Resilience is not about all of that. Resilience is simply what you do after the thing happens to you. What you choose to do after that person has hurt you, after this man left you, after the trauma happened to you. That's what resilience is about. I am not saying that you have to be strong all the time. I'm not saying that you have to just look past what happened to you and act like nothing ever happened. What I am saying is don't stay where you are. What you do after what happens to you is very powerful, and that's what we'll be talking about in today's video. So I took some notes, okay? So I'm not just blabbing about stuff. You see me looking down. I'm just looking at my notes to make sure that I'm staying on top of y'all because I can get a little spacey. So sometimes resilience can look like crying in your closet and then coming out that closet and showing up to work. It could look like getting on the phone with your friend and telling her how you feel like a failure and then turning around and going and standing on that stage. It can look like not liking how you look at the moment or just feeling very insecure, but still showing up for yourself for that photo shoot for your brand or for that date, for that new guy, nice guy that you just met. Resilience can look so many different ways. It can even look like praying for a friend who's going through a hard time while you literally just got up off of the floor crying. This is what resilience looks like. And I want to tell you, I personally think that you are stronger than what you give yourself credit for. And I mean that. I really do. I know you might be like, well, who are you to talk to me about resilience, right? Because what do you know? What have you been through? You up here telling me what to do. So literally, I said this before if you didn't watch one of my previous video, but I am author of a book called Rooted in Resilience. One second, I'm going to show y'all my book. I am the author of Rooted in Resilience, a guide to rebuilding after the storm. This is a book that I created using my after method, teaching women how to rebuild their lives after going through something traumatic. And not to give everything away in the book, you can purchase the book on Amazon, and I'll have the link in the description of this video. But just to tell you a little bit of things I've been through in my life, I was a teen mom. I have been homeless, on welfare, went through a domestic violence situation, and even experienced poverty. Through all of that, I have been able to rebuild my life, right? And so I was able to do that through the strength of God, thank you, and by being resilient. Like, resilient is my word. It's always been my word. Since I was young, people expected me to fail because I was a teen mom. They expected me to just roll over and be a statistic and stay on welfare and all that for the rest of my life. But I said absolutely not. I didn't even understand it at the time, but I do now. I have resilience. And for me, it does come natural. I will admit that. And for some people, it doesn't come as naturally, but that's okay. I am here to help you out, okay? But you know how people ask you, what's one word that would describe who you are, right? And I always choose that word, resilience. It's such a beautiful thing to me because it doesn't say that you won't go through anything. It doesn't say that you can go through so much and everybody can pile all this crap on you and it won't affect you. It doesn't mean any of that. It doesn't mean that you have to be crazy, super strong, because we're women and honestly, we are so tired of being masculine. We really want to just bask in our feminine energy. And I think all of us agree on that. We're tired of being super women. Resilience truly doesn't mean that. It truly does mean, hey, how do I get back up, right? Or is literally the embodiment of you getting back up after being knocked down. Of you saying, hey, I'm not going to let life just happen to me and I just sit back idly by, but I'm going to start happening to life. That's what resilience is. And it's so important through this journey of reinventing yourself or your glow up or your evolution, whatever term you choose to put on it. But being resilient is so important on this journey because you will go through things, but you don't have to look like what you've been through. And I want you to understand that you're not an imposter if you're literally giving somebody the words that you needed to hear yourself. And this has happened to me so many times at this point. The way I see it is just me ministering to myself. It's like God giving me words that not just helps me, but it helps somebody else. It's like double for my trouble. Not only am I being blessed by what God is downloading into me, but now I'm blessing somebody else in that very same moment. And God is so good like that. And He really has a sense of humor in a way that you feel like you have been seeking a word and seeking something that will help you through a situation, and God will give you that word to help somebody else, but it will help you as well. A lot of times I'll make Facebook posts and it's literally about something that God downloaded into my brain about myself or something I went through, and it will help so many people. And, people are thankful, and I'm really like, hey, to God be all the glory, because it's something that I had to learn myself, and I just put it out there for the world. And I'm happy that I was able to be a blessing to other people. Like I just said in my Get Ready With Me video, I got a message from a young lady who was in a situation with my ex-husband who was abusive. And I put out a warning post probably about 4 or 5 years ago now. When I did it, I really wasn't sure about it. I didn't want people to call me crazy and bitter like they did in the past. But I just felt a need to warn women, because there has been countless women that he have hurt beyond me. And it didn't stop with me. And she decided to look him up, and she came across my post and she messaged me and she was like, thank you, sis. Thank you for putting this out there. I've been dealing with him for 3 months. I really wasn't sure about him, and your post just solidified what I thought. And just thank you for being vulnerable, and I'm sorry for what you went through. And that blessed me in so many different ways. Sometimes when we are doing things, we really don't understand it, but it really can be a blessing to other people. But it helped me to know that my resilience blessed somebody else. There have been women that I have helped through divorces, through hard situations, through job losses, through homelessness, all types of things because of my resilience. And I tell them, hey, if little old me can do it, you can too. And I'm blessed to be able to give them the tools that God gave me when I was going through my situation in order to help them through their situation. So I didn't want this video to be long. I really just want it to be about those people who might be having some self-doubts as they're going through this series and listening to what I'm saying and kind of feeling like, yeah, D, I hear you, but you don't know what I've been through, and I just don't think that I can do it. I don't think you understand where I'm coming from. And I want to tell you that I understand where you're coming from so much. I dealt with my own insecurities and still do. I dealt with my own demons and still do with some of them. I dealt with my own hardships and traumas and still are dealing with some things. But I want to tell you that being is not about you being strong. It's just not. It's just about you not giving up. And as long as you have breath in your body, you can keep fighting, sis. And I know that don't even sound sexy to some of y'all. Some of y'all like, I want to stop fighting. I want this to be over. But it's just as much as we have good times on this earth, we will have the bad. And this is why you just need to cherish the good times even more, because you want to hold on to those thoughts when you're going through the bad. But I want to tell you, if you can become resilient, if you can pick yourself up off the floor and keep going, you will become unstoppable. And you do it with tears in your eyes. You do it just coming out of the closet and screaming off the top of your lungs. You do it looking dusty even if you need to. You just get up and you keep fighting and you tell life no. And you keep happening to life. Listen, I love you. I appreciate you for supporting this channel. I wanted to just encourage you on today. So that's what this video is about. I appreciate you for even going through this whole Rooted in Resilience series with me. If you're interested in learning more about my story and the things that I did to help rebuild my life, make sure you go and check out Rooted in Resilience, a guide to rebuilding the storm. Make sure you go grab Rooted in Resilience, a guide to rebuilding the storm off of Amazon. I hope this book blessed you. I really wrote this book with you in mind. Just telling you the framework and the steps that I did to get to where I am today using my after method. I also do have one-on-one coaching as well. So if you're interested in that, feel free to leave a comment or even send me an email and we can chat more about that. this video isn't about that. I just want to put that out there because there's a lot of women that will message me and say, hey, I feel like I need your help. But please continue to watch the series. I don't know how many more videos I'm going to have in this series, but I know I'm going to have at least maybe 1 or 2 more videos. I'm going to do a live video soon, so I think I'm going to include that in the Rooted and Resilient series and maybe end it with the live video. And then we're going to go on to our next series. And I think my next topic is going to be about business and marketing. So I'm super, super, super excited because now that we got the personal stuff together and we have evolved, it's time to get the coin. Okay. So I'm going to teach you how to market your business. And I just want to spill all my marketing secrets on you guys. And I know you're like, how we going from lifestyle to marketing, but it's all going to play in together. Okay. Because truly, becoming an entrepreneur is really a personal growth. Miko, really being an entrepreneur is a personal growth journey. It truly is. And so now that we're shifting that mindset, right, to the I can do mindset, and you're becoming resilient and you're becoming this new version of yourself, we're going to catapult that woman into the business space with all tools that she needs personally to succeed. And then I'm going to give her the tools that she needs to succeed on the business side. So I'm super excited to shoot this next series for you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video. Every single comment, every single view, every single like really really supports me and encourages me to continue this and keep it going. I want to try to be as consistent as possible. So I thank you guys so much for the support, the messages I have gotten, the phone calls. I love it so much and I need it so much because I am not a camera person. And I'm excited to just grow this channel with you and for you and to help you guys. So if you have any topics that you want me to discuss, make sure you drop it in a comment. So I will see you guys on the next video. And if you're not ready to leave, you can go ahead and click either one of these videos and you can keep hanging out with me right here on YouTube. See you soon.